There came a time when mankind forgot what it meant to be free. We were born into a world already carved into cages, where money decided worth, and power wrote the laws of truth. They gave us jobs, but stole our time. They gave us food, but poisoned our souls. They taught us obedience, and called it peace. We bowed, not out of respect, but out of fear. To governments with cold eyes, to systems rigged from the start, to leaders crowned in corruption. We lived paycheck to paycheck, while they feasted on our hunger. Our skin, measured. Our cultures, mocked. Our voices, silenced. And for a long time, we accepted it. Until one day, the silence cracked. It began with a whisper. A spark. One voice screaming, "Enough!" Then another. Then millions. The chains that held our anger began to rust. The masks of false order began to fall. And what rose from the ashes was not just rebellion, it was awakening. From the alleys of forgotten cities to the palaces of false kings, flames danced. Not just of fire, but of justice. This was no longer about color, nor land, nor tribe. This was right versus wrong. The pure versus the corrupt. The righteous versus the evil. Civil war swept the nations like wildfire. Not one country. All of them. People no longer fought for politicians. They fought for truth. They fought for each other. They fought for a world where their children wouldn't be born slaves. The evil? It struck back harder than ever before, with bullets, with lies, with fear. But fear only works on the sleeping. And now, humanity was wide awake. This was the war foretold by whispers in ancient winds. Not for land, but for souls. And when the dust settles, it won't be flags that survive. It will be the ones who never knelt to false kings. The ones who chose to bleed for something greater than themselves. This is story of an uprising mankind which began with a man who whispered enough. They tried to chain the body, but they forgot the soul was on fire. And when fire meets injustice, it does not ask permission to burn.